Hi, this is Dr. Charmaine Gregory. I just want to adjust the light here. And this is the Nocturnist Diary. This is the very last episode in the Moving Small Mountains Greatness series. And today I wanted to share some lessons that I learned from my 7-year-old now. She's been kind of building on these lessons over the last couple of years. We noticed it right when she was about 5 years old. And she has just gotten better and better every single year at honing these skills. So I figured that it's something that we all need to learn about and be better at, which is negotiating, and essentially negotiating like a boss. I know that for myself as a female, a lot of times I will not negotiate in the same fashion like my male counterparts or even my husband. And you know, it kind of behooves us to have this skill set and to be good at it, because then we will not be losing out on some things that we really should have, just from the mere fact that we don't negotiate like bosses, like we need to. So she's got it, and I'm hoping that we don't basically discourage her from continuing to build that skill set, and that she will continue to be the way that she is in getting what she wants and making a difference in the world that surrounds her. So basically gonna boil it down to about 5 points. And the first point is shower the person that you're negotiating, or the people that you're negotiating with kindness. And that can be something very simple, like making sure that you have good eye contact, making sure that you smile when you're talking with them, making sure that you're engaged in a conversation. These are just some of the things that you can do. For her, obviously, she does things like comes and hugs us and kisses us and just basically showers us with love when she's trying to, you know, and not to say she's not an affectionate child normally, but she definitely puts it on a little bit harder when she's trying to get something out of us. So definitely putting your positive foot and smile forward and engaging your team that you're negotiating with, and that will be definitely helpful towards helping you to get what you want. Number 2 is no really doesn't mean no. So we oftentimes, when we hear no, we figure, okay, this is it. You know, that's that. I'm going to walk away. I'm not going to keep bothering this person. But honestly, no may very well mean not now. So, or just probably the timing is off. And that's the reason why you're not getting what you want. Hi, TC. Thanks for joining. That's the reason why you're not getting what you want. So for her, no definitely doesn't mean no. She will definitely come back and ask when she thinks that things have had an opportunity to ruminate, and then she thinks she might be able to get an in at that point. So if we think about our negotiations like this, and we indeed realize that no, that doesn't necessarily mean no at the first encounter, that it probably just means come back a little bit later, come back at a different time and ask again. So the magic is really in the follow-up. So that's what that point basically drives home. So the third point is you should look for things that you can piggyback on. So for her, what she does is she'll see a deal that looks a little bit more appealing than her particular deal, or how should I say? She actually looks for her deal to seem more appealing than a deal that's currently on the table. So, for example, if her brother asks for something that is a little over the top, but it pales in comparison to what she is asking for, so her deal now becomes more attractive. So what she'll do is she'll slip her deal back in and she'll say, hey, he's asking for this, but I'm asking for this. Isn't this a better deal? And that allows for her to piggyback on the more intense deal, I guess I would say. And so then she's able to get what she wants. So if you can figure out a way to make your proposition be more attractive than something that's currently on the table, then that is another way in which you can get what you want from the negotiation. Then the fourth point is be persistent. And when I say persistent, I don't mean to be annoying. You know, you don't want to come across as that person that's constantly, you know, in their ear and just being very annoying. You don't want that, but you do want to be persistent. You want to strategically keep returning and asking. And again, this has a lot to do with follow-up, and it's keeping in mind about the whole concept of no, not necessarily meaning no, but meaning, you know, perhaps not now, come back again another time, and then we can perhaps talk about this again. So if you haven't been persistent and you haven't been strategically returning and asking, then you won't get what you want. So definitely being persistent and following up is going to be key. And then the fifth point, which is my last point, is don't be wishy-washy. It's, you know, it's all well and good to be a nice person, but do not be wishy-washy when you're coming to the negotiation table. You should have some non-negotiables, and those are the things that you refuse to give up. And you should also have some things that you're okay to let those slide if it's in exchange for getting the non-negotiable to pass through. So, you bring those sacrificable, I guess, I don't know if that's even a word, but you bring those items that can be sacrificed to the table, and then you offer those. And then you say, but I'm not moving on these other things. And that is a great way to get your non-negotiables in and get your deal made. So hopefully this was helpful. So I'm going to go over the points again. So the first one was shower whomever you're negotiating with kindness. So smiles, eye contact, you know, be warm in your interaction. And then 2 was no doesn't always mean no. 3 was piggyback on a deal that seems more intense or I guess not as attractive as yours, and that will allow for you to get in. And then 4 was be persistent. So following up and without being annoying, but definitely following up and making sure that you can get in on that timing piece where perhaps at that point it is no longer no, but it is now the right time. And then the last one was whatever you do, please don't be wishy-washy. Definitely have your non-negotiables that you refuse to let go of, and have those items that you're okay with saying, all right, well, if you give me my non-negotiable, of course you don't say non-negotiable, but if you give me this, then I'm willing to give this up. And hopefully that will be helpful to helping you to be a negotiator that negotiates like a boss, just like my 7-year-old does. And honestly, I am very humbled by the experience of being a parent and being her parent, because she definitely teaches us a lot on a daily basis. And I have no doubt in my mind that she's going to do something great. And I only hope that I am around to see it happen. So this is Dr. Charmaine Gregory, and this is the Nocturnist Diary. If you found this helpful, please comment below and share with a friend. And have an amazing day. Be strong, be brave, and unleash your greatness.